The dust has barely just settled on Spider-Man No Way Home and its historic opening weekend, but the talk about the multiverse threequel has already begun. Every Marvel fan went to see No Way Home, fell all over again with Peter Parker from 2012. Yes, we're talking about Andrew, and that love is kinda getting real. Let's talk about that in today's video, as this is Will There Be the Amazing Spider-Man 3 movie? While there have been plenty of topics for fans to debate and examine already, it appears that there is one uniting desire that has brought the Spider-Man community together: a long overdue sequel for a certain character, Peter Parker from The Amazing Spider-Man. Yes, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire reprised their roles as Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man No Way Home. Garfield in particular was a joy to have around the place once more, so much so that Marvel fans are clamoring for Amazing Spider-Man 3 to be released as soon as possible. I'd go to any length for the third installment of The Amazing Spider-Man. Please, more Andrew Garfield. On Twitter, one fan commented, "It's beyond time to give Andrew Garfield the long overdue Amazing Spider-Man 3 film he so richly deserves," another said. Amazing Spider-Man 3 was in the works at one point, but was shelved after the critical and popular reception to the first two Amazing Spider-Man films starring Andrew Garfield. However, upon Garfield's comeback, there looks to be renewed interest. Why we never got to see The Amazing Spider-Man 3? Andrew Garfield was intended to star in The Amazing Spider-Man 3 long before No Way Home, which was supposed to pave the way for a Sinister Six film that never happened. There are several reasons why The Amazing Spider-Man 3 was never released, but probably the most important element was money, as it always seems to be in Hollywood. Arriving 5 years after the end of the Tobey Maguire-Sam Raimi era of Spider-Man films, which was capped by 2007's critically panned Spider-Man 3, earning a healthy $895 million worldwide, 2012's The Amazing Spider-Man introduced Garfield as Peter Parker, retold the origin story yet again, and managed to earn a very respectable $758 million at the box office. Not as much as the Maguire films, but still profitable and seen as a win. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 succumbed to the greedy Hollywood mentality that expects shared universes to emerge quickly rather than taking time to develop. It's why The Amazing Spider-Man 2 has so many adversaries, but it still manages to fit in one of the most iconic events in comic book history: Gwen Stacy's death, played by Emma Stone, in one movie. Most critics and even some audience members eventually condemned the film as a sham. It has the lowest Rotten Tomatoes score and the lowest box office, $709 million, of the entire series. Let's be clear, $709 million isn't cheap, yet the movie still made money. However, Spider-Man was in difficulties in North America, where it barely crossed $200 million. Will there be any Amazing Spider 3 now? Ever since the release of Spider-Man No Way Home, fans have been going crazy all over their need of The Amazing Spider-Man 3. After the disappointing box office performance of Amazing Spider-Man 2, Sony decided to cancel the series, now that Sony and Disney are collaborating to bring Spider-Man into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Amazing Spider-Man 3 is totally possible. If fans keep needing, Sony and Disney will deliver it. After all, after the No Way Home success, we don't think they would want to take Spidey out of the spotlight.